Antonio Mauro Navarrete was 21 years old. Mauro translates to companion or buddy. He was in love for the first time and soon to become a dad. He wanted to provide a home for his family before the baby arrived in October. The new job he just started June 26th, earning $12 an hour as a contracted maintenance worker, made that seem possible. But on his fourth day at work, Antonio left his mother a voicemail that will haunt her for the rest of her life. Antonio was a skilled mechanic, but told his sister his new job would require little more than riding around in a golf cart picking up trash. As a child, he would break apart his toy cars to convert them into lowriders and draw pictures of his dream car with modifications, like over-the-top engines or speakers. Mauro loved tacos, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and spending time with his parents and three sisters. Go Steelers. When he did take time for himself, it was to tinker with Casper, the white lowrider Chevy pickup truck he had outfitted with rims, lights, and speakers so large that passengers in the back seat had to crouch forward. On June 29, 2017, he kissed the mother of his child goodbye and left for work. He drove Casper to the Big Bend power plant in Tampa, Florida, to begin his shift. At some point into his shift, he and four others were summoned to a very tall slag tank. Slag is the byproduct of making coal into energy. Imagine a tank full of molten lava. At the bottom of that tank, the slag had caused a clog. The plan was to use high-pressured water to remove the clog. This would have been a good idea had the tank been shut down for 3 days and given time to cool. But that would have cost the electric company more money than they were willing to spend. So they moved forward with the plan with the tank in use. As maintenance workers simply doing what they were tasked, the men had no idea the danger that they were in. Imagine pulling the plug in your bathtub. This was about to happen with a tank full of lava. And so they took aim with their high-pressure hoses, removing the obstruction. As the obstruction was removed, thousands of pounds of 1,000-degree slag came crashing through the choke point like an erupting volcano. This volcano was aimed at the bottom floor of a very small room with an open door. The lava flew out of the door and engulfed the 5 men standing in front of the door holding water hoses. 2 men died instantly, and 3, although engulfed in lava, made a run for it. Imagine running as molten lava eats away at your flesh wherever you've been touched by it. As you run, the lava pools around your feet and burns through your boots and clothing, through your flesh, nerves, and down to the bone. Having reached past the radius of the blast, lying on the ground and barely alive, Antonio could only think one thought, which was to get his phone out of his pocket and call his mom. He would accomplish that before he passed out from the pain. His sister was quoted as saying, "Everybody has accidents. You could die in a car crash. But him, he was such a good kid. Why did he have to go like that? We just have so many unanswered questions." Antonio cried out over the phone connection as lava-like material called slag engulfed his body. The voicemail from Antonio, the last communication Antonio's mother would ever have from her son, was him yelling in pain, "Mom, help me. Mom, I'm burning. Call the cops." Antonio would be taken to the hospital but would ultimately succumb to his injuries shortly after. Rest in peace.